Hello everyone, how are you all doing? In this video, we are going to talk about the iPhone 12 in 2025. iPhone 12 has been one of my favorite devices till date because of various reasons that we are going to discuss in this video. And how good is this device holding up till now? It's been half a decade, well, actually almost half a decade that this device has been unveiled, and how good is it holding up till date? How is the performance, battery life, and how is it performing in the iOS 18 latest updates, etc. Let's talk about all of it. My name is Jay, you are watching Tech Hyped. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button for more videos like these, because I keep on coming up with videos like these for you guys and I know you guys love it. Let's get right into today's video and start up with the reason number one, that is the display. Well, the display of iPhone 12 has been holding up pretty good actually, except for the fact that the brightness is actually on the lower side. Everything except for the brightness, I would say it is 10 out of 10. The display quality, saturation, vibrance, everything is just amazing. Well, yes, compared to the newer iPhones, you would definitely notice that the display is more on the warmer side, but in general, out of 10, I would rate this display a solid 10 out of 10 in terms of quality. I have had no issues with the display. As I said, brightness is the only issue, but I think it is somewhat of like we can deal with it. It is not like you just can't see anything outdoors, but if I compare it to newer iPhones, I do notice that the brightness is like not up to the mark. It supports Dolby HDR playback and things like that. It has a lot of contrast. The display is really punchy, the colors are really vibrant. It is a Samsung panel at the end of the day, and it is of course tuned by Apple, which is, we all know Apple is good at it. So yeah, it is holding up pretty good. The only downside in terms of if you are thinking about purchasing one right now is probably the storage. The base storage that this starts up is from 64 GB, which is actually pretty low. They increased it to 128 GB base model from the iPhone 13, which was the best move in my opinion. And right now, if you had to pick one, iPhone 13 or 12, we will talk about that later in this video, which one is the better option, and depending on what deal are you getting, we will conclude that in the end of this video. And the next thing is the build quality. The build quality, of course, Apple product being Apple product, it has amazing build quality. It is paired up with a glass sandwich type of design, and iPhone 12 was the first iPhone to bring that epoxy shape back to iPhones. Making it more future proof is the really cool thing, which is 5G, which I guess not a lot of people use even till now, especially in India where I live. I would say I do not use 5G. Like once in a blue moon is that day when I use 5G, because most of the time I'm using Wi-Fi, and the other times is when I'm using 4G, because 4G is just faster than 5G in most of the areas that I have 5G network. So yeah, 5G for me has never been the best part of iPhone 12, but of course it makes it good because it future proofs your device. So yeah, 5G is a good addition to iPhone. This was the first iPhone to bring that. I have the red color of iPhone 12, and this was the most controversial color of iPhone 12 because it did not really look like a product red. I mean, in videos you can definitely see and notice that it is a red color, but IRL it more or less looks like a peach color. Like it resembles the peach color of iPhone 10R more than a red color. Build quality is really solid. The aluminum is really nice to feel. The weight is really light. It is one of the most comfortable phones in terms of weight to hold it in hands. I have never had any issues that I have had with my 14 Pro being so heavy. iPhone 12 was really light and comfortable phone to use. Now let's talk about cameras. How can we just start a video and talk about iPhone without talking about its cameras? Yes, iPhone 12 was paired up with a 12 megapixel primary camera and a ultra wide camera, which was really cool. I mean, ultra wide camera has always been shitty on iPhones, and so is the case with this one, but at least it has one. I have had a lot of dope photos, videos that I have shot from this device, and to this day, if I had to say that the daylight photos that come out of this sensor is just amazing, and I personally love the daylight photography on iPhone 12. Well, I don't really have a lot of things to say about low light photos because they are pretty decent, or I'd say yeah, average. That's the best word. I would probably say that they are average because I have been used to with the newer iPhones, which are just so much better in low light photography. But for the time, it was really cool. And if you are planning to get one, this is gonna be probably your first iPhone. If you're watching this video and considering buying one, then it is amazing. Most of the people who are considering buying this device are the first time iPhone users probably, and the others are who are just getting their brother's old iPhone because their brother upgraded, or their parents old iPhone, which is the iPhone 12, because their parents just upgraded their device. So yeah, I know it. If you are actually in the market considering buying this device right now, well, there are multiple factors that you should consider. If you are getting an iPhone 13 at a similar or a closer rate, because the prices are really close right now, I would say go for the iPhone 13, just for the sake that the base storage of iPhone 13 is 128 GB. And not to forget, there are other things as well, like a better camera, which is and not the main part, because the cameras is not like day or night better on iPhone 13 compared to 12. But yeah, a somewhat better cameras, and a better phone, and a smaller notch, if that's something you should really like think about it, because I don't really think notch size matters that much. It is a notch at the end of the day. So yeah, if you're out in the market considering buying an iPhone 12 right now, just make sure to research a little bit, and I'd say just expand your budget a little bit and get a 13 instead, just because of the storage part. And of course, you're going to get a better performing device. The chipset is better on the iPhone 13. And how did we forget to talk about battery life? The battery life is the only part which is pathetic on the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 had the smallest, in terms of number, the smallest battery device that we have had from Apple in a long time. Battery size was really small, and Apple just said that it is small, but we have like our chipset is really efficient to deal with it and all blah blah. But actually, in real world, the battery is really bad. You have to probably replace it if you are getting an older iPhone, and then only you can use it, because the battery life is just not good. 13, on the other hand, is just so much better in terms of battery life. So yeah, that's another reason you should probably upgrade to the iPhone 13 if you are out in the market considering buying a 12 right now. All in all, in conclusion, if you have an iPhone 12 right now, then I would say you can use it for another year or even 2 years, depending on the battery health. You should probably get it changed by this time. Apart from the battery life, I think other aspects are still pretty strong and pretty good on the iPhone 12. The performance is pretty decent, not the fastest, but it's gonna take a second or two more compared to the newer iPhones, and I don't really think so it matters that much. Like, what are you gonna do with saving so much time? Just watch 1 or 2 reels more compared to a 14 or 15. So yeah, iPhone 12 is pretty good device in my opinion, and it has been one of my favorite devices for a lot of factors that I talked about in this video. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. This is me, Jay, aka Tech Hyped, and I am signing off. Peace out and have a great day, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I keep on making these type of videos for you guys, and I don't want you guys to miss these. Peace and have a great day, everyone.